Morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Today is Tuesday, July 18th. We are up and about. We've been a little slow this morning, so it's kind of a little later than I normally start, but oh well. We're a little slow, that's all. So they predicted last night like a 66% chance of rain today. Right now the sun's been trying to come out. It's popped out a couple times. So we'll see what the day brings. But we're out and going. This is the trail we got right at the moment. We're kind of just up and down a little bit, and down low where the water is. Kind of muddy from time to time. Sounds like we got a little stream coming up now. So, put you away and get across the stream here. Nice little stream running down through here. Yeah, this is our third stream crossing this morning already. We got a bridge on this one though, so that's pretty nice. Oh, stream coming down the mountain. Probably should check water sources coming up ahead, because at some point I'm going to have to get water. Kind of zigzagging up this hill. There's a mosquito trying to get in my eye. Like I say, just a little short ups and downs so far this morning. Nothing big at all. Well, the trail just came up through this crevice. Wasn't a lemon squeezer by any means, but kind of put you in mind of it. And this is where it comes out. Trail goes on. Trail came out close to this nice looking little lake. It looks very peaceful this morning. Nice sized little lake. I don't know if they call it a lake or a pond, what they call it here in New York, but pretty nice. But just a little bit off the trail. Nice little view this morning. I need to be out there fishing. I looked it up. This is Nuclear Lake. Now, whether it has anything to do with nuclear radiation or anything like that, I doubt it. But that's just the name, but it's Nuclear Lake. It's a nice little lake for sure. But we're headed back up the trail. It's kind of Kind of rocky, this ravine here. A lot of rocks showing across the way there. We're climbing up a little bit. It's kind of a gradual up, so it's not real bad. But we seem to be working our way up. Kind of a open area along the trail back here. We're still in the woods for sure, but just kind of open. So there's the trail. We've been climbing up. We're just about to the summit here, but we got us another stone wall here. This one makes a little more sense, I guess, since it's close to the summit, but somebody piled a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. Say we're not quite to the summit, but we're getting up there. Got a little bit of a breeze, feels good. Oh, the trees got us. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be brushy up here on top. That's what the trail looks like right at the moment. It's getting kind of wide. I'm not sure what's up with that, but not rocky hardly at all. We just kind of still rolling up and down a little bit. Still kind of hazy. You get sunshine a little bit and then it kind of goes away. Well, we got a view off the side of the trail here. It's a pretty little valley. Got a little town down there. Looks like we got a little waterfall coming down here. Nice little waterfall. Well, it's a bit of a rock scramble coming down here. Blaze on that tree up there, coming down these rocks. These are not loose boulders. They're still going on down. There's another blaze. So we're working our way down to a highway, I think. It's going to be a town close. It's called Pauling, I believe it is, New York. But we're working our way down to the road. Well, we have got us another really big tree here along the AT. That is a big tree. We got town of Pauling. just down the road. We just came up from the trail there. Appears the trail goes on that way. But that is a big tree. Oh, we got a little pasture walk going on. View of the mountains a little bit too. You see the humidity in the air. It's kind of overcast again, which is okay because that sun is hot. But yeah, that's the view right now off the side of the trail. We are right here on the trail, edge of the pasture. Trail has gotten a little bit muddy. Man, there's a mud fest up through here. People walking in and just stirring it up, making it more and more mud with the water running in it. It's a mess. Well, it appears we've come out on a swamp. We got water running here, but got a boardwalk out through there, thank goodness. AT goes out here on the boardwalk, so we'll see where it goes. But yeah, it looks pretty swampy. Pretty swampy. Well, I think that you can catch the train right here and get a train ride into New York City. This is, I guess you'll call it a train station, I guess. I guess you'd call it a train station. But how about that? But we're not going into New York, so we're going to go on by. Not interested in New York City, going to the Big Apple. Well, we got us a rocket ship or something ready to take off. A little water tower of some kind. I'm not sure what that is. Can't be a water tower, but I don't know. Sitting there on the hill all by itself in this pasture. So we're still doing a little pasture walk. Rained a little bit and that stopped, so hopefully that's all we get. Cooled off just a little bit. I got a nice little breeze blowing right here, so we're gonna keep going, try to get some miles in today. We still have our pasture walk going on. It's kind of the view from the pasture where we're at. That's the way we're going. That's on the other side of us. So I'm assuming at some point we're either going to go up to the top of the right or up to the top on the left. I'm guessing the right, but I don't know. We'll see which way the trail goes. But nice little pasture walk. Nice breeze out here. It rained for a little bit and quit, so that's good. Well, we just climbed down that mess. That was pretty steep and muddy, but we got down there. without falling and getting down there real quick. Trail goes on, but boy, we're in the woods here. Not much air moving. It's pretty hot and humid. But we're still moving on. Well, we've got us a boardwalk. We've been walking on this for a little ways already, but it's still going on. Boards are a little on the slick side with this water on them. Yeah, like I say, them boards are a little slick. A little bit slick. So I don't know. It'd be safer to walk in the mud. But it's going on for a little ways. Well, the sun has came back out again. We got a little bit of a stone wall along the edge there. It's not real high, but just along the trail here. Have a pretty good drop on the other side. Well, this came up faster than I expected. It says, welcome to Connecticut, gateway to New England. I guess that means we're just getting ready to cross into Connecticut. Whoop whoop, how about that? Another state down. It's goodbye New York and hello Connecticut. All right. Well, hey, that calls for a Snickers bar. So I've got mine ready. I got my Snickers out. You guys need to get yours out. Like, how about that? We have made it to Connecticut. Whoop whoop. So we are still going, but we got our Snickers and we're gonna eat our Snickers. So you guys get yours out and let's celebrate. Another state done. New York's gone. We're done with it. We're in Connecticut now as soon as I cross this sign. There you go. We are in Connecticut. How about that? So this is the view of the trail in Connecticut. This is a Connecticut trail. Still kind of muddy like New York was, but hey, we'll take it. It's a new one. Whoop, whoop. Well, look what we got up in the tree. Just reaffirms where we're at. Connecticut, Maine to Georgia. Whoop, whoop. How about that? We are in Connecticut. And I was just reading on their information board that they closed a bunch of wells, 9 wells it says, along the trail. And it's like, well, where are you supposed to get water? And it says you shouldn't get water out of the Housatonic River and another one, I forget the name now. So we'll see what we find. I didn't see any water caches along the way. There's a parking lot back there. Would have been a good place for one, but there wasn't one there, so don't know. We'll see what's ahead. Oh, last water, 10 Mile River shelter. Well, we might have to get water right here. We got a little stream going here. We'll just fill up here. Well, true AT style. It's getting close to the end of the day. It's about 6:45. And we're still hiking, but we are hiking up. We have been for a little while now. Ever since we hit Connecticut, we've been going up. So I don't know why I would expect anything different. End of the day, we gotta have a big climb up. Phew. Shadows are getting long. Well, I'm going to have to put you away just so I can climb this thing. We are coming down now. We summited the mountain. I believe it was 10 Mile Mountain. I'm not quite sure what the 10 mile denotes, if it's from somewhere or what, but that was 10 Mile Mountain that we're climbed up, and now we're headed back down. We still about 3/4 of a mile from where we planned to tent tonight, and it's after 7, so it's gonna be a little bit of a late evening, but we'll be all right. When we get to that tent site, we'll be happy. Yeah, I almost bet you that we get climbing down that we're going to have to climb back up before we get to that tent site. But we'll see. I mean, there's a shelter. It's the next shelter is like the 3/4 of a mile away, but it's 1/10 of a mile off the trail. There's a tenting site that is 1/10 of a mile further on the trail that's on the trail. So it's like, if I go to the shelter, I got to stop 1/10 of a mile sooner and then go 1/10 of a mile that doesn't count. Or I can go ahead and go on to the tenting site, which is on the trail, and it's 1/10 of a mile further. with that 1/10 of a mile wheel count. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and go buy the shelter and go that extra 1/10 and go to the tinning site, because I'm going to tin anyway. So that's kind of my plan, is to go past the shelter. The shelter should have water, but I've already filled up. I've got all the water I can carry right at the moment, so I don't need to go to the shelter for water. So I think my plan is to head for the tinning site. I'm not sure what it looks like, or hopefully there's some flat sites, but we'll see when we get there. Well, this is the Housatonic, I think, something like that, river. It's still flowing pretty good, but if you look, it's been clear up into here. I mean, it definitely was high. It's went down, but it's still raging pretty good, I'd say. I wouldn't want to try to swim across there. But that's where we're at tonight. We got our tent site picked out. Got our tent set up, so I'll show you that real quick before it gets dark. We're kind of underneath this pine tree here. We got one other tinner so far tonight. We went on by the shelter. There's tinning sites around the shelter, but this was just a tinning area by itself, so we came over here. So we got us a nice little spot. We got us a bare box we can put our food in. So we're somewhat set up. We get our supper going, and we'll be good. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the blessing tonight. So I want to say that I pray that God the Father will bless us both, and through His Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with the love of the Holy Spirit, will lead us both to eternal life. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.